Hi, this is Preeti from Analytics India magazine, and today's episode is a weekly update from the world of data science. Everything from new launches, latest research, cyber threats and events that have happened in the past 7 days will be covered here. So let's get started. Coming to the first news, Wemo opens up driverless ride-hailing. Wemo, the self-driving vehicle technology unit of Google parent Alphabet, said it will start offering rides in minivans with no human attendant on board to current members of its Wemo One service in Phoenix. Within a few weeks, Wemo plans to open access to anyone who downloads its smartphone app and wants a ride within a 50 square mile area of Phoenix. Moving on to some interesting news about bugs. Tiny sensors can now hitch a ride on moth backs. Everyone is acquainted with service pigeons. However, how about service moths? This research project makes use of the nocturnal bugs as a supply service for tiny digital packages that weigh lower than 1/100th of an ounce. The system was created by graduate college students on the University of Washington and its prolific tiny gadget creator, Shyam Golakota. This is the first time anyone has shown that sensors can be released from tiny drones or insects such as moths, which can traverse through narrow spaces better than any drone and sustain much longer flights, stated Golakota in a UW information launch. Moving on to the next news, US Congress calls for antitrust reforms to limit the powers of Amazon, Apple, Facebook and Google. The US Congress has called for an end to technology company monopolies and for customers to be able to transfer data more easily between platforms such as Facebook, Google and Amazon. Dominant platforms would be prevented from further acquisitions and mergers, as well as restrictions to prevent abuses of superior bargaining power if the report recommendations are taken forward. Coming to the next one, Millennial Media's Palmeri launches Tradeswell, a startup promising to fix e-commerce margins. Tradeswell, the company building the first neural AI for real-time e-commerce, unveils its product to the public today after 15 months of development, consolidating all key aspects of digital commerce into a comprehensive platform. The system gives DTC and CPG brands a way to accelerate growth regardless of the platform they are selling on. Coming to the next news, Enright raises $10 million to fast-track its autonomous electric cargo pods. Sweden's Enright was on a roll before COVID-19 threatened to slow development of its electric and autonomous trucking platform. With its customers and partners impacted in very different ways, the company is taking steps to bolster its momentum and today announced it has raised an additional $10 million in venture capital funding. Moving on, let's talk about the launch of Python 3.9. It was announced last year that Python will be making significant changes and will be adding new features with the release of their 3.9 version. Python announced new features as part of their 3.9 in beta version. Let's take a look at a few highlights. Merging gets better with dict update. New string methods were introduced. Built-in gets generic. Static typing was built incrementally on top of the existing Python runtime and constrained by existing syntax and runtime behavior. This led to the existence of a duplicated collection. Brand new models were released such as Zone Info and GraphLib. Moving on, Density's open area rule uses AI and radar to track physical workspace usage. Density began looking into creating large space people monitoring tech after seeing the possibilities in its entryway monitoring entry device, which tracks people coming and going using infrared imagery. They settled on a radar as a technology that has the range and precision to cover hundreds of square feet from a single point, but also lacks any capability of easily identifying someone. Moving on to the next news, NVIDIA announces India's fastest HPC AI supercomputer, Param Siddhi AI. NVIDIA has announced that the Center for Development of Advanced Computing will commission India's largest HPC AI supercomputer, Param Siddhi AI. Hemant Darbari, the Director General of CDAC, said Param Siddhi AI, the state-of-the-art large-scale HPC AI scalable infrastructure, will be established under National Supercomputing Mission at the Center for Development of Advanced Computing with support from Niti Aayog. I'll drop the links to the important articles in the description box below. Don't forget to watch out for this segment every Saturday. See you soon. Bye.